This is an introduction to Qualtrics Basics. Qualtrics makes sophisticated research simple and is a great way to measure both student and employee engagement on campus. Before you get started, we have some tips from the Office of Institutionalized Research we would like to share with you. Surveys 101. Before you get started, make sure you build an assessment plan. Articulate your mission. What do you do, for whom, and how? Identify and articulate your goals. In terms of outcomes, begin with the end in mind. What is your ideal end result? Experiment with articulation until you get it right. Identify possible assessment measures and pieces of evidence and select those that best align with your outcomes. Before you build a survey, you should ask yourself these questions. What do I want to know or measure? Why do I want to know it or need to know it? How is what I want to know tied to my overall goals and outcomes? Will a survey help answer my questions, or is there another option that might provide me with the same or similar evidence or information more directly? What am I going to do with the data I collect? Will the data I collect via a survey provide me with all the necessary information I need in order to make meaningful change? Some advantages of surveys are that they are quick and easy to administer, they provide familiarity, they can collect data from a large number of respondents, and there are numerous question formats. Some of the disadvantages of surveys are response bias, poor designing and planning that can cause more trouble than they are worth. Even with good planning and designing, poor execution and follow-up can diminish usefulness, and survey fatigue. Some tips for writing survey questions. When writing survey questions, use precise, familiar vocabulary. When in doubt, define concepts or provide examples for respondents. Keep questions as concise as possible without losing meaning. Ensure the question is worded clearly and is not confusing. Avoid double-barreled questions. Be on the lookout for and avoid most conjunctions. Write questions in a neutral, objective way. Make sure that your questions are applicable to all respondents, and if they aren't, employ skip or display logic to ensure respondents only see the questions that pertain to them. Be sure each question is valid, or actually measures what it is intended to measure. Be sure that the question format and style will not impact or skew results. To get started, log into MyCoyote and locate the Collaborate tile. Once there, click on the Qualtrics Survey tile to launch your account. You will be taken directly to the homepage. The homepage is a default landing page for all users where you can see your active projects and their activity. Here, you will see widgets, which allow you to view relevant system information and project information in one place. These widgets can easily be pinned to your landing page to make your relevant information easier to find. Next to the Qualtrics logo is the global navigation. Through the menu bar, you can easily navigate to Home, Projects, Catalog, Workflows, Directories, Library, and the Survey Director. This can be done from any page within Qualtrics. The Projects page provides easy access to locate projects and folders. Here, you can see projects that you've created and projects that have been shared with you. You are able to sort projects by all project types, folder, or survey, and by their status. Also found in the projects page are your folders. The folders menu is a great way to organize your projects. The Create New Folder link is now located at the bottom of this menu, and there are two newly added folders to this menu: Start and Projects and Programs. The Start folder allows you to mark specific projects as important, and they can be found here for easy access. The Projects and Programs folder serves as a repository for all of your projects. You can find projects here, or you can file them into more focused folders. You can manage current folders by hovering over the title and clicking on the ellipses. Here, you can rename the folder, create a subfolder, or you can delete the folder entirely. Note that deleting a folder will only remove the folder. The contained projects will not be deleted and can still be found in your Projects and Programs folder. Any projects that you have been asked to collaborate on can be found in a separate Shared With Me subfolder named after the individual who shared it with you. You can access the projects from here, or you can click and drag them into another folder in your library. If you would like to organize your content by topic within each folder, you can manage your projects and display settings. Change the folder view by clicking on each of the column headings as necessary. The catalog is where you can find all of the different types of projects you can create in your Qualtrics account. The catalog is accessible through the global navigation, from the projects page, or from the home page. On the left-hand pane, you will see Search the Catalog, where you can use the filter group to narrow down what options you have to choose from. Clicking on an item will filter the catalog to display only the projects that meet the criteria. You can click on additional items to further narrow the available options. Items will be grayed out if they cannot be combined with your current criteria. You can also use the search function to search projects by keyword. The available filter groups are type, the type of project, what you're measuring, the audience being measured, such as customers, employees, website, and app visitors, department, such as the department that is being measured, use case, the goal for the project, XM category, which refers to the product category, and what's included, which refers to what is included in your project. Workflows allow you to convert real-time survey responses into measurable tasks. With a Qualtrics Directory, you can create and update contact information in one central place and send surveys directly to mailing lists, samples, or segments. Your Qualtrics Library is exclusive to you and houses all customized items and templates you have personally created or added and can be used across multiple projects. There are 6 types of content that can be stored within the library. They are questions, blocks, surveys, messages, graphics, and files. The Survey Director allows you to use one link to send clients to anonymous links, reports of different surveys, or a user-defined URL. To begin a new project, click the Create a New Project button found in the top right corner of the project's page. You will have the option to create a new survey from scratch or to select any of the multiple guided projects or project templates created by Qualtrics. Choose whether you want to start a survey from scratch or a guided project and click on your choice. Then, click Get Started on the bottom right-hand side. You will now have the option to title your project. If you are starting a project from scratch, you will have the option to start your survey one of 4 ways: creating a blank survey project, importing a QSF file, copying a survey from an existing project, or using a survey from your library. For this demo, we will create a blank survey project. Click Create Project to get started. A new project has been created and will automatically open to the Survey Editor page. This is where you can build and edit your project. Along the top of the Survey Editor page, you will see a ribbon with tabs reading Survey, Workflows, Distributions, Data and Analysis, Results, and Reports. Workflows, as mentioned earlier, allows you to convert real-time survey responses into measurable tasks. Distributions shows you the various methods you can use to share your survey with respondents. The Data and Analysis, Results, and Reports pages allow you to view, analyze, and export your collected data by use of spreadsheets, reports, and data visualizations. Initially, you will see that a multiple choice question has been inserted into your project in the question editing area. This ensures that your project has at least one question to start with, but can easily be changed to a different question type or style. Although it is not required, many surveys begin with an introductory message to let your respondents know that they have access to the correct project and to provide them with any information needed to complete the survey and any follow-up needed. To change the default multiple choice question to an introductory message, hover over and click on the existing question to display the question editing pane located on the left-hand side of the survey page. This menu will display more than a dozen question types, such as multiple choice, text entry, matrix table, and form field, just to name a few. The editing pane will display examples of each type as you scroll over them. Each question will have custom options based on the question type selected. To insert the introductory message, choose the text/graphic question type. Notice that the responses were removed from the question and only a text box is visible. Click in the question text box to edit or enter your text. Type simple text in the normal view, or click the Rich Content Editor button to insert special formatting, such as changing font types and sizes, applying bold, italics, bullets, or even adding an image. When you are finished inserting your message and formatting, click anywhere outside of the Rich Content Editor to apply the changes. There are a few ways in which you can insert a new question. First, you can click the Add New Question button displayed directly beneath your current question. The other way would be to hover over any existing question and click the plus buttons either above or below the existing question. You can change the order of questions in the project by clicking and dragging the question to the desired placement in the survey flow. Please note that respondents will see your questions in the order that they appear in the survey editor, regardless of the numerical order in which you created the questions. You can remove questions by clicking the minus button or click on the ellipses and select Delete. Deleted questions will be kept in the trash area toward the bottom of the page and can be restored if needed. You may need to collect identifying information depending on whether you would like your project to be anonymous. This information can be useful if you need to follow up with your respondents or if you need the information for logic and email triggers. This can be done by inserting a form-filled question type in the response options. You can insert items such as caller ID, name, and email address. To add additional fields, click in the response text box, then click Enter on your keyboard. This can also be done by clicking on the plus button under the number of fields in the question editing pane. To expand the size of the text entry box, simply click and drag on the edges of the text box. This question, or any other question really, may be essential to your data collection. If you would like to ensure that your respondent provides information to a specific question, you can apply a requirement option from the question editing pane. If you want to require a respondent to answer the questions before being able to continue, toggle the Add Requirements option to On and select the Force Response option. Choose Request Response to prompt the respondent to answer the question, but allow them to skip past if they desire. If you would like to limit the amount of scrolling your respondent will have to do throughout the project, you can always separate your content with a page break. When this is applied, your respondent will have to click the Next button to continue viewing the questions. To insert a break, select the question you would like the page break to occur after, then select Add Page Break. This can also be inserted by clicking on the ellipses in the top right corner. When applied correctly, you will see a dotted line displayed under your question that reads Page Break. Like your questions, you can always move the page break around by clicking and dragging to the desired location. Another great feature available to utilize are suggested choices. This is great when building multiple choice questions and you need to insert commonly used choices or standardized scales. It's also a great time saver. To apply these pre-built skills, insert a multiple choice question into your project and toggle the suggested choices option to On, found in the question editing pane. Select the drop-down menu to view available skills and click on one to apply it to your question. We are currently in the Builder area, which is where you navigate to create and edit your questions and responses. Survey Flow allows you to view and edit your logic structures, but is more of an advanced feature. As you begin to design more intricate projects, you may want to explore this area further. Look and Feel allows you to customize your projects with items such as themes, custom colors and logos, headers and footers, and backgrounds. Your project will be created with the default static theme, which is consistent with CSUSB's branded logo and colors. If you choose to keep this static theme or any other static theme, some areas of customization will be grayed out. In order to have full capability to each menu, choose a dynamic theme and apply your desired customizations to each area. Click Apply to save your changes before leaving the Look and Feel page. Survey options display several general settings that will affect your respondent's experience and access capabilities. This may include turning on the back button, displaying a custom end of survey message, and setting a time frame in which your survey will be open for responses. You can also find security settings in this menu where you can enable password protection and prevent respondents from submitting the form more than once. The survey options page now also contains a variety of advanced features such as email triggers, quotas, and scoring. These options can be used once you become more familiar with Qualtrics. Any changes applied in the survey options area are automatically saved in your survey. Translation lets you add multiple languages to your survey, allowing your respondents to complete the survey in their language of choice. Since there is just one survey containing all translations, all results will come back to the same dataset. Preview allows you to view and experience the project just as your respondents will and gives you both a desktop and mobile view. This is a great way to look at your text and image displays, look for errors, test your logic and validation, and any other items you inserted into your project. Think of it as a spell check for your entire project. When you have finished building and testing your project, you can publish it. To begin collecting responses, click the Publish button. To begin, Qualtrics will run an expert review, which is an analysis that checks for survey errors and ways in which to improve the user experience. Check for and make any recommended changes. Then, click Publish again. When you are ready, this will activate your survey and generate a reusable anonymous link that can be distributed to your audience. Other means of sharing your survey, such as invite, emails, social media links, and QR codes, can be found under the Distributions page. Navigating back to the Builder page, in the Tools menu, you will find the Collaborate tool. This allows you to share your project with another individual, and you can grant them certain permissions to contribute to your project. To add someone as a collaborator, begin by typing their name or email address in the space provided. Once you locate the appropriate person on the list, click on their name. Then select Add. Insert an optional custom message to be included in the automated email invite this person will receive. Then click OK. Check or uncheck each box under the set permissions you would like to grant this person. Then click Save. If you ever need to remove access, click the minus button displayed to the right of the permissions list. Make sure to click Save to apply the changes. Someone can add you as a collaborator through email address, or they can share a collaborator code with you. This code can be used when someone doesn't add you using their address book, when they are outside your organization, or when they are outside of your Qualtrics license. To use a collaborator code, navigate to the Shared With Me folder. On the top right of the screen, you will see Enter Collaboration Code. Once you hit Submit, the shared survey will be found in your Shared With Me folder. You can contact support if you would like a Qualtrics administrator to assist in real time with a specific project or feature, or you can visit the Qualtrics community to connect with other Qualtrics users. This concludes the Qualtrics Basics overview. Thank you for your participation. If you would like to explore more training on Qualtrics, visit the ITS Training Services webpage at csusb.edu/its/training. Here, you can view other online offerings as well as register for upcoming live and virtual sessions. You can also reach out to the ITS Training Services team by emailing itstrainingservices@csusb.edu or by calling 909-537-7425.